so good. Yeah! Hooray! Hey guys, Camille here from Written and Smitten with my very first book haul video. I'm so excited! Check this out. So many books! Starting with the books. I got Uprooted by Naomi Novik. I am super excited about this book. My favorite fantasy author, Patrick Rothfuss, gave high praise to this book, so I'm like super excited to read it. The next book I got was Everything is Illuminated by Safran Foer. And I tried to read another book of his earlier this year, and I couldn't do it because I had to return the book because someone else requested it at the library before I could read it. So that's kind of a bummer. I'm gonna read it soon though. And this is one of his later books. It's again about sort of a man trying to find his way after a huge crazy tragedy happened to humanity. In this case, it was someone who saved one of his family members from the Nazis. The next book that I got is something I'm really excited about. It's very new, and it is The Hand That Feeds You by A.J.Rich. I'm so excited for this. This is a psychological thriller, so I'm all over the place in terms of genre. Before we move on to the kind of seriouser genres, I also got a old school sci-fi novel, and it is by Norton, Operation Time Search. I don't know why I picked this up. I was looking at other sci-fi books, and I kept seeing Norton's name pop up as one of the classics. And then right next to those books is this really old, yellowed page kind of book, and I just wanted to give it a shot. It was only like $4, so I figured, why not? Now, for the more serious books. These are like, you know, non-fiction and reference, that kind of thing. This one is actually kind of fun. It's called Fun Home, a family tragicomic by Alison Bechdel. This is a graphic novel based on the author's life. And I know just from paging through it that she loses her father early on, and there are some sexuality questions going on, so I'm excited to read it because I've had some of those things happen in my life too. So I picked up an economics book. I know what you're thinking. Camille, you're bad with numbers. Camille, you're not an economist. Why did you pick up an economics book? This is The Black Swan. The Impact of the Highly Improbable is the subtitle, and it is by Nassim Taleb. The reason that I wanted this book so bad, and the reason that I got it, is because I've heard a lot of great praise for this book, not only from economists. Economists have this different perspective of the world, and I've always wanted to figure out why that is. I'm already kind of reading it, as you can see. This guy seems to be going kind of against the grain as to what normal or, you know, successful economists use as their measures for success. The way that he writes this book about the Black Swan, which is kind of the concept that he introduces in this book, it can affect every single field. And in fact, he talks a lot about artistic fields. And so I am excited to figure out how the Black Swan, the highly improbable event, could help me out in my future career. So that's why I'm reading this book. And already it's really good, and I can tell I'm gonna make a video about it later on. The last book that I got is Barron's 501 Arabic Verbs. Finally, a reference book for verbs. And this is all about verbs, their roots, their forms. So excited about it. I need to like literally suck this book into my brain before I go to my next semester so that I can be more prepared for conjugating, because I'm so bad at verbs, and I'm hoping this will help. If you didn't know, I'm a huge Arabic nerd, and I'm going to Morocco in the fall, and my goal for the next year is to only improve my Arabic. So, super pumped. Woo! Alright, I got two more things that are not like actual books. The first thing I got is this Whitelines Journal, and I don't know, it just kind of really intrigued me. And what's interesting about this journal is that all of the lines in here are white, and the paper is kind of like gray. And so when you take a picture of it or you scan it in, those lines fade away. And so if you have sketches along with words, you have the lines to give you that sort of definition for your words, but they fade away and it looks like you just perfectly wrote on a straight line, which is what I need more of in my life. This one was kind of pricey. It was like $17, but I'm hoping that it will be worth it. So I'm being very careful about what I write in here, actually. Kind of an interesting twist. I usually write just whatever I need to write, but this is giving me some pause for thought, which is cool. And finally, the last thing that I got is something that's really cute. I'm very excited to have it. This is a bag with all of the constellations on it. It's a little tote bag, little book bag, It has a ton of constellations. I know what method they used to print this. This is actually really beautiful screen printing, and there's a lot of sort of what you would call mistakes in actual screen printing. There are some sort of text pieces that didn't come out perfectly, and some pieces that are like not quite as bright as the others. And what I think is cool about that is that it sort of accentuates what the night sky is to me, and I love that quality. So I'm really excited to have this. I think it's really cool. I wish I could have made it first and made a bunch of money off of it, but this is awesome. That is what I bought at Powell's, the world's largest independent bookstore, located in Portland, Oregon. And if you want to see more of what Portland is like and of what Oregon is like, you can check out my little expansion video. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like. Click that like button right down there, or if you're new, hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. And with that, I bid you adieu. One last thing specifically about Powell's. They have these really cute bookmarks that are for free, and I think they're cool. Following that whole Helvetica in Life trend. Look, Helvetica in Life! Yay! Look, Helvetica in Life! It's in real life. It's right here. Look at that. Helvetica in real life. Yay!